והשם יתברך תמיד אוהב אתכם ותמיד יהיה לכם רק tov. So Baruch Hashem, we've gotten to the moment that Hashem has been waiting for 5,785 years. In the 22nd day of Sivan, 22, like the 22 letters of the Aleph Bet, the completion of what it actually means to write something, to express something in this world, that we're expressing the fact that the hoeing family and the Goltz family are going to have the greatest opportunity to realize that Sophia and Josh are the recognition of all the effort and all the toiling and all the care that both these families have put into the greatest leaders of our nation, Josh and Sophia. And we just want to address two things for Josh and Sophia, for the families, for the friends, for all the people that are excited and able to be at this wedding at this time in Jewish history. And the two questions is, what makes Josh and Sophia the number one people that help us know the right direction? And what does this wedding have to do with Jewish history at this moment? And so to answer the first question, obviously when any of us think of Josh and Sophia, we have about 1.5 million things to describe how they inspire us. But to try to pinpoint one big thing, I think that one thing that stands out with Josh, with all the incredible traits that we know, is the idea of questions. So many times in all our conversations, it's the deepest questions. It's not about just only the question that's asked, it's the way it's asked and the way that Josh listens. It shows something powerful about questions, that they're not about getting the answer, that they show how much someone cares and they show how much someone wants. And there's no question that in the way that Josh asks his questions, he makes every one of us feel relevant. He makes the world feel like it's special. And he helps us find the secrets that are underneath the surface and not just to live a surface life. And when we look at Sophia, it's obvious in the chesed and the Torah and the lifestyle that the number one thing that stands out, at least in my head, is the element of surprise. Sophia is so creative and so capable of surprising herself, those around her, and any one of us to feel that what we used to think is normal is special. And that's constantly happening, especially when on a Motzei Shabbat at about midnight, I said to Josh, maybe ask Sophia if she wants to come to a 7 o'clock in the morning brit in New York. And at 6:30 in the morning, they were there, ready to learn, ready to sing, ready to celebrate someone else and care about someone else's simcha. And that element of surprise is really standing out in how incredibly powerful Sophia is and in her way of inspiring us. And to just go back to the second question, I think a lot of us are thinking about how is this wedding the essence of what we all need right now to fight back. And when we're thinking about what's going on in the world right now with the war against Iran, as the wedding is going on, we know that the war is about one thing. It's about 1 second. Iran wanted to make sure that in 1 second they can destroy the entire country of Israel, that they could destroy all the dreams. And we know that at the chuppah, it's just going to take 1 second for Josh to say, Arei at mekudeshet li, and immediately a home in the Jewish people will be built. And so it's really a war about what do we see in the second. Do we see it as something that can destroy, or do we see the power of a second that it could actually build and give hope? And every one of us that are at the wedding have the ultimate responsibility to realize the beauty of how Josh and Sophia are teaching us that in 1 second you can build it all, and that we should have that koach and that strength to see through them. That in 1 second we can define who we are and what we are. And with all the love in the world from me, from Tanya, from the kids, from Eretz Yisrael, to be zocha, to know that we will be up early in the morning with the white shtreimel and the kittel, being able to feel the power of Josh and Sophia emanating from New York to Efrat, to Yerushalayim, to Tzfat, to Bnei Brak, to Rehovot, to Tel Aviv, to feel how the energy that they have gives us the strength to know that in 1 second we can build so much, and that we can change the trajectory of history, the way we're seeing it and feeling it. And we should all have the utmost joy and simcha and energy, so that Josh and Sophia can look at each other and know that there's only the beginning at the chuppah, and there's so many more great moments that will come, Be'ezrat Hashem, from this Kavbet Sivan in 5785 in Jewish history.